From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Like I said this morning and yesterday, it's a little bit cooler out there, but check out those crystal clear skies. I mean, you really don't get much better than this. It's a little windy, as expected, right? In fact, here in Lawrenceburg, for example, the fire department's not issuing burns because it's a burn ban, right? The wind is really kind of not cooperating there. It's actually drying out too. That cold front swept through, got that moisture out of here, so it's dry and windy. Yeah, that's fire condition weather. So none of that. There are some burn bans across the area today. 49 at the moment here in Florence, and then hopping across the state line up here in Lawrenceburg. It's no surprise where there's some burn bans, right? Because it's 45 over 27, pretty dry conditions. Winds generally out of the north at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's definitely pretty breezy out there. I say this kind of funnily, but it's kind of true. It's chapstick weather out there, right? When it's dry, cold, and windy, and it looks like we hold those conditions for the rest of the day, to be honest with you here. But pretty much as clear as can be for the surrounding probably, 200-mile radius around the Tennessee Valley. You really don't get much better than this in terms of the sheer conditions out there. There are those temperatures across the board, hovering kind of in the upper 40s, near 50 at times, and I think lower to mid 50s is probably a reasonable bet through today. I'll call it 54, 55, 56. You can see that over the next several hours here on the Futurecast, next 24 hours. Now, as we progress through this evening and into tonight, looks like the wind calms down just a little bit. We stay clear as can be, and it looks like temperatures probably fall back down in the vicinity of about 33, 34, 35 degrees. Not seeing any huge issues or signs of a widespread frost, but a couple patchy areas are possible, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Now, as we head through tomorrow, we warm back up, getting back into the upper 50s, lower 60s range. I think for Monday, it's going to be pretty squarely in the 60s across the area. This is the beginning of that warming trend, and it looks like that trend it's kind of a mouthful, is actually trending upwards, right? I mean, check it out here through Tuesday, through Wednesday, through Thursday. We're getting back there into lower to mid 70s and even upper 70s. We're only 1, 2, 3 degrees away from 80 here on Thursday if models are any indication. And I do think they're starting to latch on to a pretty good solution here. It looks like we're probably going to hit 70 by Tuesday, and then the next 4 or 5 days after that will hold steady there in the 70s. But hold your focus right here, right? Because we're going to keep an eye on this time frame and beyond for our next rain chances. Our pretty robust rain chances coming through Friday. It looks like round 1. And then as we head through Saturday, it looks like they taper off just a little bit, but they're still kind of there. And then beyond that, perhaps even more. I'll discuss that more in just a few moments. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today. There are those mid-50s across the area, kind of cool out there, and then that wind is going to stay fairly sharp at least through this evening. So, keep that coat on if you're going out for dinner tonight, but you won't have any issues over the next several days. Showers probably beginning very, very late Thursday, and really, to be honest with you, I'm starting to think they'll begin Friday. So Thursday, it's going to be fine. I really think it's going to be a pretty nice day out there with temperatures, again, peaking there, mid to upper 70s as we head through that time frame. And of course, looks like an unsettled pattern here as we head into the end of this week and into next weekend. Thanks for joining me here on this forecast. Of course, I'll be back with you at 6 for another look at your forecast, fresh from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, and God bless.